It was storming beyond belief outside. You sighed because you remembered you forgot, of all things, your umbrella. You chuckled to yourself at the thought of sharing someone's umbrella with them. Yet, it would have to be big enough to accommodate the two of you. Lost in space, thinking about sharing an umbrella with the lovely lady. The school bell rings. School is over. You dreaded this class, honestly. You could count every second if you wanted to. You felt like you could anyway. Your class president was here to make matters better. You're shy, frail, cute, adorable. You know what? Maybe you didn't dread that class. Perhaps you dreaded the fact she didn't speak to you. You really didn't speak to anyone else, let alone a female. She was so kind and caring, yet people didn't like her for some reason. All of a sudden, too. It happened a little after she was elected class president. Strange. She wondered why it was like this, or what did she do wrong to be treated like that. It doesn't take a genius to know that. She was always speaking out, or at least retaliating against the people who hated her. She didn't like it one bit. She tried in her best way possible to see what was going on and how she could change. Stop! I don't want to be treated like this! What have I done to deserve this? You were snapped back into reality as that was so possibly clear. It startled you. You looked around, seeing the class president in the hallway. 2 kids confronting her. A crowd stood around them. There was a delinquent who spoke. Treated like what, sweetie? Come on. Honestly, we're friends, aren't we? Friends? This is how you treat a friend? You have to be absolutely crazy. You could tell something was wrong. Like, the class president was going to snap and lose all of her kind personality she had led everyone to believe for so long. Just then, you walked towards them. The crowd facing you, yet you didn't really care. You ignored them to focus your attention on the president. She was shocked. You weren't confident, but you knew you wanted to get her out of the situation. You didn't want her being treated like that. You just wanted to. Walking up to the president, you asked her why she was late for their date and why she stood you up. Huh? What? A date? You nodded and looked at her seriously. She glanced away for a second, looking back at you. I'm so sorry. I got caught with something. She glanced away once more, as if signifying. When, in reality, she knew what you were doing. Hey, who the hell are you? Don't you see I'm in the middle of a conversation here with my friend? She was about to go. You responded, cutting her off, saying, maybe you must have not heard me. She's already scheduled plans with me, and I don't want to be stood up again. Everyone was shocked. Who is he? They wondered. You finally looked over to the delinquent, extremely pissed off, signaling to her that you didn't want to continue this conversation. She responded with a worried look on her face, as you were the Yakuza's leader's son, and it didn't take a genius to know from her standpoint. The hidden tattoo on your neck showed to her, an all the more fearful look in her eyes as she was playing with fire. You smiled back at the president, taking her hand, asking her to come along with you. Yes, of course. I don't wish to keep you waiting any longer. Almost as a fantasy, you took her away, making her feel safe. You walked around the corner, away from the crowd who was in shock. They were all puzzled on what the hell happened, seemingly to gossip about you being a gang leader or a gang kid. Maybe that's happened before, but maybe they already know. You didn't care. All you cared about was making sure the president was okay. Thank you. You didn't have to do that. What if they start bothering you? Are you sure about that? Well, I guess they did seem pretty scared of you. May I ask why that is? You really didn't want to tell her, so you just told her you two had a troublesome history between each other. You weren't lovers, more like family rivals. Oh, okay, well, thank you. Didn't I see you in class just a little while ago? You nodded at her. Okay. I try my best to get to know everyone, yet I know I'm not the best at approaching or speaking to others. You ask her if she wishes to practice with you. Continuing on, and maybe we didn't have plans, but we can make them. A date? Well, I'm not really dressed, didn't I? You stopped her, insisting that it's okay. Oh, okay. Well, I'd be more than happy to. Since it was the end of the school day, you already had all your stuff together and you both walked to the front doors, getting ready to walk to the nearby cafe. It's raining. She pulled out her umbrella, getting ready to open it. It was a pretty big umbrella. For her, she was just tiny. Did you happen to bring your umbrella today? No? We can share if you'd like. I don't mind at all, but... She started to hand you the umbrella, but she was hesitant. You took the umbrella from her, taking her hand, leading her outside, opening the umbrella. All of it sudden, but it caused her to fluster. Shall we get going? You nodded and held her hand tightly. As you were flustered, yet you wanted to look confident to her. You both walked under her umbrella to the cafe in the stormy weather. She may have been scared alone, but she has you right now. That's all she thought as she held your hand. I feel okay for once. I know someone's there for me. Thank you. Remember to subscribe. Have an amazing day or night. Hit the notification bell for when I go ahead and premiere. You guys are amazing. I love you all. Bye.